Ladies and gentlemen, most of you are living the same day over and over again, calling it a life. You wake up, go to work, complain, procrastinate, and then repeat the cycle, like a goddamn hamster on a wheel, running but going nowhere. You tell yourself that things will change, that you'll take action tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. Let me tell you something. If you don't grab life by the throat and force it to give you what you want, you'll be stuck in mediocrity forever. You've been brainwashed to accept being average. Society has neutered your ambition and you've allowed it. You settle for safety, security, and comfort, trading your dreams for a paycheck and your potential for excuses. The question is, when will you wake up? When will you finally break free from this cycle? If you keep waiting for the right time, you'll die waiting. The reality is, you don't need more time. You need more balls. You need the courage to stop playing small and start acting like someone who actually wants to win. I'm not here to sugarcoat things. The truth is, if you're stuck in the hamster wheel, it's your fault. No one else's. And guess what? That's good news. Because if it's your fault, it means you have the power to change it. No more blaming the economy, your upbringing, or bad luck. The moment you accept full responsibility for where you are, you regain control over where you're going. It's time to stop being a spectator in your own life. Time to jump off the hamster wheel, wake up, and go after what you were truly meant for. Let's get into it. Your comfort zone is killing you. Most people live their entire lives in the comfort zone, mistaking it for security. They tell themselves, I don't want to take risks, as if playing it safe has ever led to greatness. The truth is, your comfort zone is the most dangerous place you can be. It's where dreams go to die. It's a silent killer, lulling you into mediocrity while you convince yourself you're doing okay. Every successful person you admire got there by stepping into discomfort, by making decisions that scared the hell out of them. But most of you, you'd rather stay warm and cozy, convincing yourself that playing small is the smart move. It's not. It's the coward's move. And if that offends you, good, that means I'm hitting a nerve. The world isn't kind to people who wait around. It rewards those who push boundaries, who take risks, who force themselves into situations that demand growth. You can either sit around waiting for life to hand you something, or you can get up and take what's yours. The choice is always yours. But if you choose comfort, don't you dare complain about being stuck. The problem is, most of you don't even realize how deep you are in this trap. You make excuses. Now's not the right time. I'll start when I have more money. I just need to plan more. No, you're stalling. And deep down, you know it. You don't need more time. You need more guts. Because every second you stay comfortable, you're falling further behind. If you want to win, you need to develop a new relationship with discomfort. Learn to crave it, seek it out, because the pain of pushing yourself is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. If you don't break out of your comfort zone now, you'll look back in 10, 20, 30 years and wonder why the hell you wasted your life. So let me ask you, are you willing to get uncomfortable, or are you going to stay stuck in the hamster wheel, spinning in circles until the day you die? The illusion of security is a trap. Most people are prisoners to a lie they've been told their entire lives, the lie of security. You were raised to believe that if you get a stable job, work hard, and follow the rules, you'll be safe. But let me ask you, how many people do you know who followed that path and ended up miserable, broke, or worse, fired after 20 years with nothing to show for it? That's not security. That's a slow death. Security is the biggest scam ever sold to the masses. It's the leash that keeps you obedient. You think your 9 to 5 is safe? The moment your company decides they don't need you, you're gone. Your so-called security is nothing but a paycheck-to-paycheck existence, completely dependent on someone else's decisions. You're not in control. You're a cog in a machine, disposable at any moment. And yet most people cling to this illusion because they're terrified of the alternative. They tell themselves that breaking free is too risky. But let's be real. What's riskier? Betting on yourself or putting your entire future in the hands of a corporation that doesn't give a damn about you? The real risk is staying where you are, wasting years doing something that will never give you the life you truly want. The rich, the powerful, the people who live life on their terms, they don't chase security, they create it. They take risks, they build businesses, they make moves that scare the average person. And that's why they win. Because while you're busy trying not to lose, they're out there playing to win. If you want to break out of the hamster wheel, you need to redefine what security actually means. It's not a paycheck, it's not a pension. Real security is having control over your own destiny. It's being in a position where no one can take away your livelihood, your freedom, or your future. And the only way to get there is to stop settling for the illusion and start building something real. So ask yourself, are you truly secure? Or are you just comfortable? Because there's a massive difference. And if you don't wake up to that reality, you'll spend your life trapped, believing in a lie that was never meant to serve you. Fear is the enemy of success. Fear runs your life more than you'd like to admit. It controls your decisions, limits your actions, and keeps you stuck in the same damn place. You say you want success, but deep down, you're scared. Scared of failing, scared of looking stupid, scared of what other people will think. And that's exactly why you're not where you want to be. Let's get something straight. Fear isn't real. It's a story you tell yourself. It's your brain feeding you excuses so you don't have to take action. What if I fail? What if I lose money? What if people judge me? Shut the hell up. Every excuse you make is just another chain keeping you tied to mediocrity. The difference between winners and losers isn't intelligence. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's this. Winners act in spite of fear. They feel it, acknowledge it, and move forward anyway. Losers let it control them. They sit on the sidelines, paralyzed, waiting for fear to magically disappear before they take action. Guess what? It never will. Fear doesn't go away. You just learn to ignore it. You think the people at the top weren't scared at some point? Of course they were. But they made a choice to stop letting fear dictate their lives, a choice to act even when their hands were shaking. And because they did, they earned their place. Every time you let fear stop you, you're making a decision to stay broke, to stay small, to stay stuck. And every time you push through fear, you're building the muscle that separates the weak from the powerful. It's that simple. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna keep letting fear control your life? Or are you finally gonna grab it by the throat and take back control? The answer will determine your future. You don't have a time problem, you have a priority problem. One of the biggest lies people tell themselves is, I don't have time. Bullshit. You have 24 hours just like everyone else. You just choose to waste it. You claim you want success, but you spend hours scrolling through social media, watching Netflix, playing video games, or doing pointless crap that does nothing for your future. And then you have the audacity to say you're too busy. No, you're just undisciplined. Successful people don't have more time than you. They just use it differently. While you're busy with distractions, they're building businesses, making deals, and sharpening their skills. They cut out the nonsense because they understand one thing you don't. Time is the most valuable asset you have. Waste it, and you'll never get it back. If you're not where you want to be, look at your schedule. Every hour you waste is another hour you'll never get back. If you're serious about success, start treating your time like money. Invest it wisely. Cut out the junk, prioritize what actually moves you forward. And don't tell me you don't have time. Wake up earlier, cut out the distractions, stop wasting hours on things that don't matter. If something is important, you'll find the time. If it's not, you'll find an excuse. So which one are you? Someone who controls their time, or someone who pisses it away, then complains about being stuck? The choice is yours. Your environment is keeping you weak. Look around you. Who are the people in your life? Are they winners? Are they pushing you to be better? Or are they losers, whining about how life is unfair, how it's too hard, how they'll get to it someday? Because let me tell you something, your environment is either building you up or tearing you down. And most of you are surrounded by anchors, not engines. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you hang around broke people, you'll stay broke. If you surround yourself with weak-minded quitters, you'll become one. You think you're immune to their negativity? You're not. Their mindset is rubbing off on you every single day, and it's poisoning you from the inside out. You ever notice how successful people don't waste time with losers? That's not an accident. They guard their circle like their life depends on it, because it does. They know that one weak link can bring the whole chain down, and yet most of you are too scared to cut ties with the people holding you back. You make excuses. But we've been friends forever, but it's family, but they mean well. Who cares? If they're keeping you small, they have no place in your life. This is the hard truth most of you don't want to hear. You have to outgrow people. You have to cut ties with mediocrity, even if it means standing alone for a while. Because the longer you stay around people who accept average, the longer you'll stay stuck in that hamster wheel, going nowhere. Winners surround themselves with other winners. They put themselves in rooms that challenge them, environments that force them to level up. That's what you need to do. Get around people who make you feel small, not in a negative way, but in a way that forces you to rise to their level. If you're the smartest, richest, or most ambitious person in your circle, you're in the wrong damn circle. So ask yourself, who do you need to cut off? Who's dragging you down? And more importantly, who do you need to start surrounding yourself with? Because your environment is either making you or breaking you. And if you don't control it, it will control you. Stop waiting for permission. Most of you are sitting around waiting for the right moment, waiting for someone to give you the green light, waiting until you feel ready. Newsflash, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to give you permission to be great. If you're waiting, you're already losing. Successful people don't wait, they move. They make decisions fast. They don't need someone to tell them it's okay to go after what they want. But most of you, you hesitate. You second guess yourself. You wait for some magical sign from the universe, as if success is going to knock on your door and invite itself in. It won't. You know why most people never get started? Fear of failure. Fear of making the wrong choice. But let me tell you something. Doing nothing is the worst choice you can make. You'd rather sit on your hands than take a risk. That's why you're stuck. That's why you're on that hamster wheel, running but going nowhere. Because every day you hesitate is a day wasted. Look at the most successful people in the world. They weren't ready when they started. They didn't have it all figured out. They just started. And they figured it out along the way. That's how you win. By acting before you feel ready, by making decisions fast and adjusting as you go. Stop asking for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. There is only now. And if you keep waiting, one day you're gonna wake up, realize you ran out of time, and regret every damn excuse you ever made. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna keep waiting like a scared little sheep? Or are you gonna step up, take action, and make things happen, whether you feel ready or not? You're not special. Work harder. A lot of you walk around acting like you deserve something just because you exist. You think you're special. You think the world owes you success just because you want it. Let me be clear. You're not special. You don't deserve anything you haven't worked for. And if that offends you, it's because you know it's true. The problem with most people today is they're soft. They want the rewards without the effort. They want to be rich but won't sacrifice. They want to be successful but won't put in the work. They think they can manifest their dreams by thinking positively. Newsflash, the universe doesn't care about your thoughts. It cares about what you do. Look at the most successful people in the world. They didn't get there by accident. They weren't handed success. They earned it through brutal, relentless effort. They sacrificed. They outworked everyone. They did what others weren't willing to do. Meanwhile, most of you are looking for shortcuts. You want the easy way out. That's why you're still stuck. Hard work isn't optional. It's the price of admission. But most of you aren't willing to pay it. You want to clock out at 5 p.m., you want your weekends off, you want work-life balance. Guess what? The people at the top didn't have balance when they were building their empire. They worked while you were sleeping. They sacrificed while you were relaxing. And that's why they win, while you stay stuck in the hamster wheel, wondering why nothing changes. If you're not where you want to be, the answer is simple. Work harder. Stop whining. Stop making excuses. Stop acting like life is unfair. Life isn't unfair. You're just not putting in the effort required to win. So decide, are you willing to outwork everyone, or are you going to keep making excuses while the winners pass you by? Because at the end of the day, effort is what separates the successful from the failures. And the only person who can control that is you. Pain is the price of growth. Most people avoid pain like the plague. They want an easy life, a comfortable life, a life free of struggle. But let me tell you something. Pain is the price of growth. The people who win, the ones who dominate, the ones who rise to the top, do you think they got there without pain, without sacrifice, without pushing through suffering while everyone else took the easy way out? Hell no. They embraced it. Pain is the greatest teacher you will ever have, but most of you run from it. You avoid discomfort like it's the enemy. You don't want to wake up early. You don't want to work late. You don't want to make sacrifices, and then you wonder why your life isn't where you want it to be. It's because you're weak. You've been conditioned to seek comfort, and that's exactly why you're stuck in the hamster wheel, running but going nowhere. Listen to me, if you want to grow, you need to learn to love pain. You need to chase it. You need to rewire your brain to understand that pain is proof you're leveling up. The burn in the gym, that's growth. The struggle of building your business, that's growth. The discomfort of putting yourself in situations that scare you, that's growth. Every successful person you admire got to where they are because they endured pain while everyone else quit. Look at the people around you, the ones who avoid pain at all costs. What do their lives look like? Are they thriving? Are they living with purpose? Or are they just surviving, trapped in mediocrity, wasting their potential because they were too afraid to suffer? The answer is obvious. Comfort is the enemy of success, and pain is the toll you must pay to get to the next level. Stop wishing things were easier. Stop complaining about how hard it is. Instead, lean into the pain. Get addicted to it. Because the harder you push yourself, the stronger you become. The more discomfort you endure, the more unstoppable you become. The more suffering you embrace, the faster you separate yourself from the weak. So ask yourself, are you willing to suffer for your goals? Are you willing to go through hell to get what you want? Because if you're not, you might as well accept an average life right now. The pain is unavoidable, but the difference between winners and losers is that winners choose to go through it, while losers run from it. Now, you have a decision to make. You can either walk out of here and go right back to your same old routine, wasting time, making excuses, avoiding discomfort, or you can take control of your life. No more waiting, no more hesitating, no more playing small. Most of you will choose comfort. Most of you will stay stuck in that hamster wheel, spinning in circles until the day you die, never realizing your full potential. And that's fine if you're okay with a life of mediocrity. But for the few of you, the ones who are sick and tired of settling, the ones who are ready to go all in, you will leave here today and start making moves. You will stop making excuses. You will stop waiting for permission. You will take the punches, embrace the pain, and keep going when everyone else quits. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to give you success. It's up to you. You either take action now or you stay where you are forever. So, what's it going to be? Keep running in circles or jump off the damn wheel and start running towards something that actually matters? The choice is yours. But make no mistake, if you don't choose power, action, and absolute dominance, you are choosing failure by default. Now go out there and take what's yours.